Everyone, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Thank you for downloading this video from the BrianTMurray YouTube channel. I am your host, Brian. We are reviewing season 3 of Cobra Kai. So Miguel is in the coma, and even in the coma, he's having flashbacks. Well, not flashbacks. Fantasies of fighting again. So episode 1 really shows the shockwave that all right. So they're seeing. So in episode 1, they are showing the shockwave of all right. Episode 1, they're showing the shockwave of going through West Valley of the high school fight. I mean, the most awesome fight. I mean, I told someone it was like watching a fight scene from Daredevil, because as they're fighting, the cameras are just, you know, they're on the wires and everything, and just it was just in depth, you know, and like all of everybody fighting all at once, and you seeing multiple fights at one time, and you zooming in on this fight, and then all this other stuff, and I was like, man, this is just awesome. This is just awesome. So, what is happening? Get it. All right. So you're seeing the shockwave of the school fight. Then you see Johnny at the bar getting drunk and everything, having a little confrontation with a discrepancy with the guys, and he attacks them in the parking lot. And Johnny, because he's half drunk, I like it at the scene. The cop says, "What is it with you and low budget food chains?" Yeah. So you have the Russos showing up. They are at the town hall meeting, and yeah, the Russos have to deal with the fact of the actions of their teenage daughter. I mean, you know, this is dangerous. You have a small subculture of teenage kids that know karate and is not shy about using it. That's crazy. It's like, if you don't know how to defend yourself against them. So Samantha is dealing with her trauma because Tori took her metal things and scraped her arm, and those 3 marks are still there. So that's rough. So the kids are back at school. The Alpha Blonde is back. Aisha is off. It is not there for season 3. The Alpha Blonde is back. That's cool. Yeah. So Samantha has a flashback, even touching the rail. I mean, just folks are just traumatized. Folks are just traumatized, man. I mean, Miguel could have died. So the nerd guy tries to greet Samantha, and she freaks out. Yeah. So the Danielson's cousin, he finds the fact that they're missing one minivan. And all other cars Robbie King could have stole to run away. He took a low budget minivan. Okay, fine, cool. You have Carmen, who is at the hospital, and her mother is at the hospital. Look, visiting Miguel. And Johnny is trying to push his way to visit him. So the next scene is LaRusso. He's trying to find Robbie, and he goes to so they're tracking the minivan. They get to where the tracker is, and Robbie discovered where it was and threw it out of the minivan. That's fine. So Danielson is talking to Samantha. Yeah. So they are going through her trauma, trying to get her to talk. So Johnny visits Miguel, and LaRusso goes to visit Cream. Crease. So LaRusso goes to warn Kreese, saying stay away from my kids, whatever, blah blah blah. And Kreese lets LaRusso know that a war is coming. Next scene, Samantha is back at school. She sees the girls sniggling behind her back, and she does the right thing. She rolls up on him and says, "What is so?" Yeah, it's like you have a small population of unhinged students roaming around that high school that know karate and not shy about using it. Yeah, that's crazy. The next scene, Johnny Johnny is heading home. LaRusso is waiting for him. LaRusso gives him the opportunity. Hey, do you want to come with me to find Robbie? Robbie is really on the run here. Alright, so let's get to episode 2. So you start with a flashback with Kreese in 1965. You kind of see how Kreese was a bully and all. So Miguel comes out of his coma. And he asks for Johnny. So Johnny and LaRusso is trying to find Robbie, and where he takes it's interesting. He takes Johnny to a rehab center where Robbie's mother is. So you have that going on. So you have back to Cobra Kai. You have the example with the little mouse being he's being fed to the cobra. So Kreese is letting Hawk know with Diaz out, Miguel out, Cobra Kai is going to need a new champion. Okay. So this is so interesting, is because Painless is clearly a Caucasian young girl. Her brother is very brown, but in season 3 they never show Tori's mother. So Tori goes to the landlord and says, "Hey, we have repairs that need to be fixed." Um, uh, he says, "Well, one, you are behind in rent, so no rent, no repairs, which is still illegal." Oh, okay, so you have that happening. So he steps over the bound and proposition a teenage girl. Can't do that. It's nothing more expensive in life than being broke. Because being broke, you now are open to not being protected. Okay, the the Bible says that money is like a fenced city. When you don't have money, and people will quickly find out you don't have money, you are vulnerable. You are vulnerable. That no, that just adds to her trauma. She may say she's used to it, but it just adds to her trauma. So the next scene, LaRusso and Johnny goes to the prison to talk to Robbie's ex running mates. So when LaRusso threatens them, they straighten up because if you remember in season 2, LaRusso beat those two up and some other guy. so you have that going on. So the scene is back with um, Miguel at the in his room, and he has the doctor testing the feeling in his feet and toes. This is where the doctor lets Carmen know that Miguel, there's a chance he may not walk. So you have this going on. Back to LaRusso and Johnny is in the. So the next scene, Tori is counting up cash, and then Kreese is at the door. So Kreese lets her know, "I need you back at Cobra Kai." Tori lets him know, I got real life situations, and he works out a deal. Says, "Hey, you know, just come back. I'll try to help you." So Kreese, I mean, one, when you know when something is off. She did not say it, but the landlord propositioned her. So she's saying this because her eyes are diverting over to the landlord, and Kreese picks it up. So that's fine. Another Kreese flashback. You see Kreese is being bullied. Kind of understands, only the strong survive thing. All right, next scene, the van was stolen because they see the van and someone who's not Robbie is driving it. So they followed the guy. And they followed the guy to a body shop. The next scene, you have Kreese, who visits the landlord. So Kreese lets the landlord know we're going to be working on a different plan. he has his arm and he threatens have a cigar cutter and he threatens to cut off his finger. So Johnny is at the emergency room to visit Miguel. Miguel basically lets him know how angry he is. He said, I went the no mercy route and I'm here almost paralyzed. So Robbie is visiting his mother at the rehab center. LaRusso shows up. LaRusso's overall plan is this. We got to get Robbie to turn himself in, because if he doesn't, the charges will be much higher. So they locate Robbie. LaRusso is there. And then right behind him, he has the cops. And they take him in. So understandably, that damages the relationship even more. Robbie is already a fugitive, so we have that. The ending scene in episode 2, and Tori colors her hair. I just noticed that. Yeah, Kreese is getting more powerful by each episode. Episode 3, We are in the church. Um, Johnny shows up. He threatens to tell his dirt not to be off as he often is. He's also half drunk. So next thing is they are in the detention center, and three bullies is bullying one of the guys. So um, because of the attacks at the high school, this leaves LaRusso open. They're more vulnerable is because now their competitor Cole uh, start whispering in the ears of manufacturers, trying to put them out of business so he can buy them up. So that gets crazy. Next thing, Samantha goes to visit Miguel. So Samantha visits Miguel, gives him a card, street card. The card says, "You occupy my thoughts." It is the octopus thing, stuffed animal that he won for her at their non-date. The next scene, Johnny is with his buddy from Cobra Kai from the 80s, the pastor, and they're talking things out. So Cole lets them know that he is trying to buy them out. The kids at the high school. That is nice. I didn't see that part. So Sama Cobra Khan shows up at the fundraiser. Johnny goes for a job interview. Uh, Gets stuck because there is the section about prior arrests. That doesn't go well. Yeah, right. Johnny keeps the minivan. So next thing, Robbie is in the detention center, and then Samantha is on the TV. The bullies at the detention center. So they mix it up pretty good. You know, I'm all for people knowing how to defend themselves professionally. I'm all for that. I'm not quite there yet, but it is on my to-do list. In this world, you gotta know how to defend yourself. Got to. So Russo is on his way to Japan. Don't know if you noticed this. The two thugs that's hanging with the overall bully, it changed from the first scene. So Doesn't matter. Okay. So Johnny visits his stepfather and pays the money back, and his stepfather is like, no, 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 no. So Johnny goes to visit his father-in-law. I'm guessing to talk about getting some money to help. So Johnny goes to ask Sid, his father-in-law, for a personal loan to help Miguel. So the baby nerd is hijacked by Cobra Kai. He also has the money. So Miyagi-Do shows up at Russo. They beat up the baby nerd and took the money. As Johnny comes to so Johnny gets money from somewhere. He puts it towards Miguel's surgery. Carmen and the grandmother thanks Johnny. Johnny has to be across town to talk to Robbie because the pastor friend is there. So they're there with Miguel. This is one of those moments. It's like, where were you? You don't care about me, you know. Um, and we have the beginning of Russo in Japan, and this is coming from Karate Kid 2. He's in Tokyo. Episode 4. All of LaRusso's moves did not work, so he realized the cost. He could lose his business, which is the dealership. So the next scene is we are at Cobra Kai. He tells his students to kick the tree off the wooden stand. A good lesson. A good lesson is because the instruction was to kick the tree off the wooden stand. A good lesson. The instruction was to kick the he gives a lesson in agility and thought. The instruction was to kick the stand, the tree off of the wooden stand, and Hulk comes and he kicks the stand, and the tree drops. So that makes sense. Next scene, Miguel had surgery. Excuse me. So Russo leaves the airport and he says, take me to Tommy Village. Tommy Village was where the major scenes from Karate Kid 2 were shot at. The disappointing thing is when he realizes that Tommy Village is basically a outlet mall now. You're like, what is this? So next scene, Johnny goes to the detention center to try and talk to. No, I think they are volunteers from the detention center at the homeless shelter. So Johnny goes there to talk to him, and he waits for him all day. Okay. Man, Moon is a very attractive young lady, man. Yeah, don't you hate in high school? No. Okay, there were cute girls in my high school, but like, you know what's happening these days by way of these shows and movies, man. No, number one, they have 20-year-old actresses passing off as teenagers. So you had that, but yeah. So Hulk goes to he, he sees so Dimitri's project said he said it took him 3 weeks to make Hulk destroyed it in 3 seconds. So the next scene is we're back to Tommy Village. And he goes and he sees a street play, and it is the young lady from Karate Kid 2. I because I was so young, I never really realized how cute she was as a young lady. Now seeing her in her 50s is like she looks like someone that I work with. Honestly. Man, LaRusso was a baby when he did Karate Kid 1 and 2. A baby. So they are at mixing at the homeless shelter. Next thing, they're at the soccer field. Cobra Kai marches in, and basically they play soccer. It gets very aggressive, very cheap shotish. So the ref sends everyone to the principal's office. Interesting scene. We go back to Tokyo. So LaRusso is having tea with is having tea with the with the young lady from Karate Kid 2. Very interesting point that she makes here. Russo asks, "Why are you still single?" And she says, "No one fought to the death for me." That sounds noble for the movie. But in real life, this is what Kevin Samuels had been pointing out. It's just as bad over here in America as it is in Japan. You have the modern woman all over the world who believes she can have it all. And what's happening is, because she's holding on to this belief, she's getting older. And men of value is like, I don't want someone older, I want someone younger, for a variety of reasons. Okay, so at the same token, the older modern woman thinks she is too good for the average man. So this is just not a domestic issue. This is a worldwide issue. Is because you have people who are not getting together. I don't care what government we are referring to. No government is built to service millions of singles. No, that's not even. So when she said that, I caught on to that, and I'm like, okay, it's okay. It's bad everywhere. It's bad everywhere. So banquet. Johnny and those banquets. He keep going back to the same boss. He keep getting thrown out of. Okay, maybe not the same bar, but it's like you keep getting thrown out of. So Kreese comes to visit Johnny. So Kreese and Johnny talk. Kreese tries to basically recruit Johnny to come back at the Cobra Kai. Yeah. Johnny's like, no thanks. But yeah, this was the ultimate betrayal. And in Kreese's mind, he's like, this is the ultimate betrayal right here. You have gotten softer. You are a loser. Blah blah blah. It's like, dude, this guy was homeless in last season. Uh, Samantha uh, Miyagi-Do gets detention. Samantha gets 2 weekends of the detention. So you have these letters. I didn't dive too deep into what all of those meant, but I heard on the David Spade interview with the cast of Cobra Kai. Ralph says that season 4, which comes out December 31st, is going to dive into the Miyagi legacy and kind of explore that. So I think these scenes here are pretty important. So next scene. Johnny goes to visit Miguel, and he basically forces him to get out of the bed. It doesn't end well. It is a process. So the next scene, we are back at the detention center. Robbie's still getting bullied. His mattress and everything is taken. The next scene is the visitor is Kreese. So you have the young lady called Chosen, and that's how episode 4 ends. They have the scene from Karate Kid 2, Chosen, who was handsome, but he was like a grown man compared to Danielson. That was a powerful scene in Karate Kid 2. Back in the 80s, 100 people would stand around and watch 2 people fight. I don't think that'll happen these days. No, not even close. He was a baby. So here we are, 40 years later. Chosen is there. Still intense. Still intense. Still intense. Next scene, you have the physical therapist working with Miguel. Next scene, you have Cruz talking to Robbie, trying to recruit Robbie. Next scene, you have Samantha trying to go over some drills, some karate drills. The mother finds out, problems. Back to Tokyo. Just so intense for no reason. Joseph's obviously older than him. I mean, Danny Son look like he was in middle school compared to Chosen, where he looked like he was in college, minimum, probably a grown man. So Johnny is insulted by the new age approach to how Miguel's physical therapist deals with things. So Chosen and Daniel, they talk, they go over some things. The next scene is Robbie is on the internet at the detention center. He sees like this ongoing story between his father and Mr. LaRusso, and he searches John Kreese. When he checks his email, he sees Amanda, the LaRussos emailing him. All right. The next scene, Cobra Kai is at the yeah, they are at the festival, carnival type of thing. Got to deal with it. Got to deal with it. They they, uh, they just got finished messing with Chris at work. So Johnny is like most guys from that age in particular. They tell stories. The stories ain't even true, ain't even close to being true. It's like we can go on the internet and verify your story or not. So the whole Hibachi story, and he sets Miguel on fire. He sets his shoestring on fire, trying to get him to walk. Next, all right. So back in Tokyo. So Chosen and Danielson, they're sparring. Danielson realizes there's a whole nother level that Miyagi didn't teach him. So Danielson gets to this place and is like, okay, you're superior in. when he rumbles with Chosen. Secret Miyagi pressure points. How to fix Miguel's legs. Number one, electric shock. Number two, hypnosis. Number three, acupuncture. Number three, no, number four, Tony Robbins. Number five, LSD. This is crazy, and he rips it up and balls it up. Oh my goodness, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. And he Googled how to make legs work. The fight breaks out. Robbie at the detention center. Samantha and the rest of Miyagi-Do. Well, four Cobra Kai members versus uh, all So you get to the next scene. You have chosen. You have Daniel, son. Pretty cool exchange between Chosen and Daniel's son. The next scene, the next scene, Johnny really does it. He takes Miguel to a concert. Yeah, this really affected me when Dimitri arm got broke and Samantha froze. Y'all, this trauma is building up for everybody. All right. The whole make a dog. 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 The girl from the typhoon is a smoke show. Yuna. Wow. Man. Man. This is crazy. When uh, Danielson meets back up with Komoko and the smoke show Yona, the little girl from Karate Kid 2, caught in the typhoon. Okay, you have that. The part they say that putting good out in the world, and oh my goodness, for something he did 40 years ago, is the exact person to save his business. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, that affected me. That affected me because I'm an investor. I am an investor. I'm an investor first in the kingdom of God. Number two, the people of God. So when you say it'll come back to you, it may take 40 years, but it will come back to you, and that's just. But you got to harvest it. You have got to harvest it. Had he not gone to Tokyo, had he not ran into Komoko, and Komoko called Chosen, and then all this stuff, it's like, yeah, you got to get out there to be blessed. Every harvest isn't coming to your house, knocking on your door, and coming straight to you. No, you have to put yourself out there. The next scene is you have Amanda LaRusso slaps Kreese and threatens him. Little does she know he filed a restraining order against her. Johnny gets back to his laptop and he sees Ali accepted his friend request. Excuse me. And that's episode 5. As we jump into episode 6. It starts with the scene with Kreese in Vietnam, 1968. So Allie and Johnny is responding via Facebook. Danielson comes back. He learns Samantha got into some more trouble. This is an interesting scene. So the recruiting Cobra Kai opens up. The bullies from previous episodes have come in along with some other people. Hulk tries to talk Kreese out of having them a part of it, and Kreese makes a good point. They are natural born athletes, which is something that this dojo had been missing. So that is cool. So cute scene, cute next scene. Um, there is a code of conduct via Facebook. Johnny was getting ready to send a huge paragraph to Allie. Miguel's like, you don't want to do that. So so Amanda LaRusso says, Danielson comes back. Amanda LaRusso tells him, we should do it my way and go to the police. And it's through that she finds out that Kreese filed a restraining order against her. Interesting part. Before that, interesting part. Kreese makes a good point. When dude lost to an untrained fighter, Johnny is hilarious. He, so so crazy. This is so crazy. So they are talking about getting a photo to put on his Facebook, and all his photos is from the promos and the headshots and whatever from the 80s. And he's talking about, you ever think with a shirt on, maybe? It's like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Hey, you might have to oil me up. He's like, I'm not oiling you. I'm not oiling you up. He says the oil gets everywhere. Johnny is so hilarious. So they come up with a strategy to take current day photos. In doing current day photos, he's going to be doing current day stuff. So it's just bizarre. It's just bizarre. So Amanda LaRusso finds out that there's a restraining order against him. Next, you have Tori and the gay looking girl. And Tori totally destroys her. The next, you have Hulk and the heavyset dude. Hulk destroys him. So Johnny is doing all of the promo stuff. So Miguel is somewhere. He is somewhere that Tori works. He said, "I thought you worked at the roller rink." He says, "No." Tori says, "No, I work there at night. I work here during the day. Mom's isn't doing well." She is an attractive girl. I get it. All the attention is on Sky Jackson and how she has grown up and filled out or whatever. But you can't act like Peyton List ain't nothing to look at. Okay, she is an adjustable 6. It depends on her if she wants to be cute or beautiful. That's totally on her. It's nice that Tori and Miguel finally have this conversation. Like, yo, you did not come to visit me in the hospital. So the next scene, you have the Russos talking to the landlord of the strip mall, try to put Kreese out of business. They said they'll pay 3 or 4 times as much as Kreese is paying. So they're trying to do that. Here is another Kreese flashback. The landlord approaches Kreese with his wolves, if you will, bodyguards. I think Kreese beat him up. It is implied. So Miguel gives Johnny a talk. You're talking to Miguel as he's rehabbing. You're doing all these antics and everything. Talk to him about are you going to give up? And then Miguel lets him know you gave up. You let Chris take Cobra Kai. Yeah, it's just powerful when people just number one sidebar. Johnny looks like a in shape and younger Larry Bird. Well, anyway, it's a power involved when you can tell people the truth. If you can tell people the truth, that alone, that has power in it. Because more so than any other time, we're so concerned about offending people, and you don't want to not, you don't want to upset them and so forth and so on. And it's like, okay, but at the same time, can you tell them the truth? Are you willing to risk the relationship to tell someone the truth? I think that's powerful. Jesus was able to have the world's greatest ministry because number one, he was always able to tell the truth. However way, he was just always able to tell the truth. It's power in telling people the truth. The Russo got the business situation worked out. So they get word Kreese won't get out of the contract at the strip mall, and some reason there are cobras in the cars on the showroom of the LaRusso dealership. Right, we're in episode 7. Opening scene, you have Tori and Samantha fighting. I mean, people Kreese, everybody just showing up at the house. I like Taurus tennis shoes, boy. You have the whole taxi top going on. Okay, fine, but the tennis shoes is what brings it together. And he grabs Murray Mouser by the hair. I think that this is a dream sequence, but it's her subconscious that is speaking to her. It's like, you are making this worse by not addressing this. Johnny got him back. Miguel was walking without the crutches. They're thinking of ideas for the name of their new dojo. And Miguel just explained how messaging works. He was concerned because Allie didn't respond back. So he says, well, she lives in Colorado, and she said it takes time. And Miguel's like, it is instantaneous. Hilarious. Hilarious. Just so hilarious. All right. The next important scene, Miguel is back at the high school. Dimitri. Johnny is looking for office space for not office space, but space for his new dojo. He has zero money. And his only way of paying for it is through a handshake. So the Russos with Samantha, they're on the lake because they want to Danielson want to help Samantha talk about her trauma of freezing up when Dimitri was they were all attacked, but when uh, Dimitri was assaulted. So you have Dimitri being bullied again. Baby nerds. Oh my god! I'm rolling those eyes again. How did Johnny get into high school? I don't know. The next scene, so Johnny comes to the high school. He apologized to Cobra Kai. He lets them know the responsibility fell on him as far as how his students conduct themselves. This is crazy. So Danielson takes Samantha back to the tournament venue and just lets her know how scared he was going through those tournaments. So Yasmin shows some kindness towards Dimitri. She writes, the heart was in the right place, but not what you want to put on the cast. I'm just saying. So even with Danielson taking Samantha out fishing, it was still some training techniques in there. So equal fangs. When Bert, one of the baby nerds, oh my goodness, says an animal that can kill a snake. Bert was like, a mongoose? He was like, no, a real animal. I mean, they got children. So they're at the park. Kreese and Cobra Kai shows up. Kreese gives Johnny a offer to come back to Cobra Kai. Miguel was triggered by the word coma. All right, episode 8. So we have 3 dojos: Miyagi Do, Eagle Fang, Cobra Kai. Crazy. LaRusso and Johnny meets up with Robbie, and Robbie, of course, he has uh, issues, understandably, with both of them. The way Miguel rolls his eyes, it is just. So, Yasmin and Dimitri caught kissing. Before that, Miguel and Samantha bump into each other. Miguel lets Samantha know. That's the no. I'm not friends with Cobra Kai anymore. Eagle Fang Karate. So the tournament has been canceled. Foster a culture of violence. You have all of this happening. So Tori and Robbie, Robbie and Tori meet each other at the juvenile center. But, you give that fine woman expired orange juice. Boy, she likes you, boy. Good point. Carmen just said when the Miguel was hurt, she realized that Johnny was just as hurt as he was in a different way. Other Miguels, yeah. You have to see the tournament. What are you gonna do? Read them your diary? Johnny is hilarious to me. Okay, so LaRusso and Johnny Ancrease is all there at the hearing to have the All Valley reinstated. So you have this going on. So Miguel and Samantha puts their appeal to have the All Valley reinstated. Johnny. The All Belly is back. Robbie shows up at the house. Sam and Miguel's having a moment. Robbie and Samantha gets into a 'TV's still falling. So the mother comes over to thank Johnny. 51st annual, correct. So Robbie shows up at Cobra Kai, and he basically joins. Okay. On to episode 9. Episode 9, you have the mother coming. The mother of Allie comes in, and they say they're headed to where the Cobra Kai universe is, or Karate Kid universe is. Carmen that's on the cute girl. You have Carmen and Johnny in bed. they both agree they want to hold off letting Miguel know what they got going on because first they got to figure it out, which is so true. So you have that going on. The tournament is on. Allie is back. Allie messages Johnny. Excuse me. The next scene, Samantha is with Miguel at Miyagi-Do. So Miguel and Samantha is just they make out again. I know the Russo don't. I know the Russo's tired of saying his daughter kissed different guys. I know he's tired of that. So Robbie is sleeping at Cobra Kai with Kreese because Kreese is still homeless. You have that going on. You have Robbie is getting acquainted with Cobra Kai, the folks he is familiar with. You have Allie is here. Elizabeth Shue, number one, she's more famous than everybody else on this franchise. Okay. She's probably in better shape than everyone else. I don't know because I remember from Karate Kid 1, you know, just kids, us as kids, just, you know, a little plump, whatever. As you get older, you really know how to, you have a better understanding how to take care of yourself. So Ali and Johnny, they have lunch together. Um, so the next scene is Cobra Kai. Boy, those colors, that red, black, and yellow, boy, that's. So they break into the place to steal a cobra. So back you have Allie. I like how they ordered a cheeseburger and fries. Um, I don't think she eats that. No. She is at least 55. Not saying Johnny isn't, but yeah, yeah. Eating a burger can set you back, man. So Allie and Johnny catches up. Miguel and Danielson catch up. They're at Cobra Kai is at the zoo. Robbie steals the Cobra. Uh, that is cool. Uh, that's cool. On the David Spade Netflix talk show, Elizabeth Shue said it took forever to get her back on is because she wanted to do karate, and then they were apparently against it. So she had to live through Mary Mauser being able to fight. It was like, yeah, she was like, I've been in this franchise and I never got into a fight. So Allie has to go to an event. She gets reminded. She asks Johnny, "Do you have a suit?" So triggered, triggered. Kreese triggers Tori by letting her know that Samantha and Diaz is work together to have the All Valley uh, reinstated. So we get into another fight scene at the house. That is going to happen in episode 10. Allie and Johnny shows up at the party, and we have Cobra Kai coming to the LaRusso house. This is crazy. Catching up, more catching up. Miyagi-Do is there. Cobra Kai is in the house. Fight scenes everywhere. Crazy. Samantha does not back down from Tori, which is very good. She draws her to Miyagi-Do. Miguel has his face busted. They try to break Dimitri's arm for a second time. You have Kreese and Johnny getting into it for a second time. You have Johnny and Robbie getting into it. Everybody fighting. You have LaRusso who shows up. So 2 versus 1. You have all this happening, and then at the very end, you see Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang join, while members from Cobra Kai leave to join the new combined dojo that's at the LaRusso house. The baby nerds are happy to see each other. Hawk and Dimitri are back together. Season 4, December 31st. Cool. This is my review of season 10. We had to go over. I had to be reminded of some scenes, but everything was pretty good. All right, thank you for watching this video, and I will see you soon. All right, take care. Bye.